Welcome back everybody. Today we have our Drunken Bard, the first character that we encountered in Teyvat, the Animo Archon Venti. So we are covering guide for him today, and he is a support character, but he has a little bit strange build just because of the way the boosts are actually activated. So yeah, let's begin with the weapons. And of course that the best weapon is going to be his signature one. The amount of the boost that you have in the substat and the energy recharge that you have is ridiculous. There are some other options. Sacrificial and Favonius bows should probably be the best ones when it comes to the 4 stars. If you really want to build him with the EM, then you do have some other options as well. Even when it comes to energy recharge weapons, you have some other weapons. So it all depends if you're going more with EM, which doesn't really help that much in the end. And when it comes to energy recharge, just because of grouping, you will want his burst to be activated all the time. So moving on to the artifacts. Viridescent set is going to be the best one, and when it comes to testing his personal damage, with the attack, animo and crit, I did get the best results. So if someone got a different results with some other build and it is working a little bit better than the one I said, well, let me know so I can try it, because as I said, I did try out few options, and with EM build I didn't get more damage than I got with the standard DPS build, which is a little bit strange when you take into the consideration that Venti is support character. So yeah. Next on the list we have talents. When it comes to talents, just so I don't make the same mistake because I wasn't reading when it comes to Sucra's guide, well, this additional elemental damage and in general talent levels, you don't need them. Just because he's support, he doesn't need any of the talents, and you can keep it all 3 at level 1. He's boosting only himself when it comes to additional elemental damage. Yes, I got it now. I really thought that they are giving it to, you know, DPSs in the end. I mean to all characters, but it seems that they are only boosting themselves, which is kinda... I mean, it is okay because they are dealing more damage, but it is kinda pointless because in the end they are not dealing that much. I mean, they are almost doing no damage in the end, so yeah, kinda pointless when you think about it. And now passive talents. The first one is just for his wind current, and it is lasting 20 seconds if you are holding his skill, which is done a little bit differently with other characters. In the future, I know that Venti is one of the first characters, and yeah, this shouldn't really be a passive talent, but hey, it is what it is. They made it like that and we cannot change it. The second passive talent, he is regenerating 15 energy after his burst ends, which is going to definitely help you with keeping it activated all the time. And when it comes to second part of that passive, you are going to get 15 energy for all animo characters that are in the team if there was some elemental absorption with his burst. And we have Constellations. So the first constellation is going to give you 2 additional arrows per charge attack, and they are dealing only 33% of the original one, but hey, extra damage in the end, and it is pointing more to the DPS build. But as you know, he is more effective as a support in the end. But yes, you can even build him as a DPS, and everything is staying the same when it comes to artifacts and even weapons. Only if you want to build him strictly as a DPS, you can try out some crit weapons, but I think that's going to be the only difference. You can of course upgrade talents when it comes to DPS build, but hey, not many changes in the end. Now, second constellation is definitely interesting. Not many characters take down physical resistance, and the second constellation is taking down animo and physical resistance by 12%, and if they are launched in the air by his skill, then even 12% more, so 24 in total, which is in the end a great boost for physical DPSs. I mean also for the animo ones, but hey, as I said, not many characters boost physical damage. So this is going to be a nice surprise for physical DPSs in the end. And C4 is going to boost Venti's animo damage bonus by 25% after he picks up Elemental Orb. And C6 is going to take 20% of animo resistance from enemies if they take damage from his burst. And of course, for every element that is absorbed by the burst, that elemental resistance is going to be taken down as well by the same amount of 20%. Definitely nice boost for DPSs, and as I said, he's more like a support when you take into consideration his weapon and his constellations. We have only teams to cover, and when it comes to Venti and animo element in general, when it comes to boosting, well, you cannot boost animo except if you have constellations on him. Then he cannot boost Dendro, and he cannot boost Geo. So all the Electro, Pyro, Hydro and Cryo characters are going to benefit from him, and I'm not going to count all DPSs from those elements, but the only way to put animo characters in his team is going to be if he has constellations. That's going to be the only difference. With that, we came to the end of this video, and if I missed something, let me know down in the comments. And also in the future I will make a video about his damage, just to see when I get a little bit better build on him, if we can even count on his damage, and if he is going only to boost characters or he is going to help just a little bit. So until then, I will see you in the next video.